Hi everyone, I am Abhishek Thakur, a final year CSE student at IIIT Nagpur. I got an amazing opportunity to work on a project through Cryo's Winter of Doing. For this project, we had to design a context-based chatbot for Grow. Grow is a renowned platform for stock market trading. This chatbot is aimed to resolve users' queries efficiently based on the context available at that moment. Currently, Grow has a help section, but it is a static page consisting of FAQs. With the help of this chatbot, we aim to make this process interactive so that it is easier for everyone to get their queries answered. Now I'll start with the front end and guide you through the flow. This is the homepage of our project, which we have kept similar to that of Grow's website. As you can see, we have various categories like stocks, gold, etc. And here we have our chatbot ready to help us. Now if I go to any of the categories page, we can see a list of products available in that category. For example, this is the stocks page. Now let's say I have a query, so it is quite obvious that it must be related to stocks as I am currently on that page. So I open up the chatbot and type anything like hi. It sends me back a hello along with the possible questions that I might have. It knows that I am on stocks, so it gives me an option to ask stock related questions. Now if I click any of these questions, it makes an API call to the backend and sends me back the reply along with further questions which I can ask. Now if I switch to gold and again let's say I have a query, then I can ask him something like I have a question. As you can see, it gives me back a relevant answer along with possible questions which I can ask next. This time these are related to gold because we are on the gold page. So it ensures that the bot is making use of the page context to generate questions. These questions can also be asked directly using the text box and the bot tries to figure out the most relevant answer. For example, if I type, how can I take possession of my gold? As you can see, it gives me back the relevant answer. But the amazing thing is, even if I change the language a bit, for example, I want to take possession of my gold. Now the question is similar but has a different language. So if I ask this question to the bot, it understands this question and finally gives me back a relevant answer. Now if I log into my account, this is a registration page where users can make new accounts, but I'll directly go to login. And after filling up my credentials, I end up in the home page again. Now we can see there is a profile section which has come up. Now going into my profile section shows me my details. We can see that the KYC status is false. So ideally the bot should give me KYC related questions. Now let's see what happens if I send it a hi. As expected, the bot gives us the relevant questions which also include KYC related questions. Now if I ask any of these, it gives me back a relevant reply. This shows that the bot uses both page context as well as the user context to show relevant questions. Coming to the admin panel for the bot, this is the admin panel. Now we can go to any category like mutual funds, stocks or anything, let's say mutual funds. From there I can go to modify and we can see a list of the questions which are in this category. Now choosing any one of these, let's say my issue is not listed here, I can modify the text of this question or the answer and save it back to the database. We can also add questions to the database using add a question button. To show this, I will give you a demo of the bot, how the bot is working currently. So if I go to stocks and ask it any question like, I want to know about these stocks to invest in. So as you can see, it did not have any answer because it was not trained on this question and gives me back a default response. Now let's see what happens when we add this question to the database. I will go to stocks, add the same question. I want to know about the stocks to invest in and I'll set the current answer to that depends on your needs and plans. Now on clicking submit, this question is now stored in stocks in the database and the chatbot is automatically trained. Now let's see what happens if I ask this question once again. As expected, the chatbot this time gives us a relevant answer which was just now included in the database. So this wraps up the front end of the project. Now I'll request my teammate Pranjal to share details about the backend.
Hello everyone, I'm Pranjal Goyal and I will be explaining you the backend part. So regarding the tech stack, we have used HTML, CSS, JavaScript and Bootstrap for the front end part. For the backend part, we decided to go with Django because we have previously worked on Django on many projects, and for the API part, we are using Django REST framework. The database is default SQLite, and we are also using a chatbot library for the training part of our FAQs. So here is the relational diagram of the chatbot tables. As you can see, we have 3 tables. The first table is FAQ, which contains the question answer fields. The category is the second table, which contains the category name, and the category map links both the FAQ and the category. So we are using a Chatbot library for the training, the FAQs. It is just a string matching library which compares the input statement to the known statement which are used for training, and if the logical adapter provides a value greater than 0.8, which is the threshold, it provides the appropriate response, otherwise it goes to the default answer. So how context we are using? How context is used? So we are passing a AJAX request from the front end to the backend part, and from the backend part we are getting the relevant information about the FAQs based on the information passed from the front end, and then we are displaying back to the user in the form of option. So now I am showing you the code. As you can see here, we have divided the application into different parts so that it is easy to manage and easily configurable. So here it is the input data that we are passing, and this is the AJAX request we are passing to the backend. So in the backend part, this is the part where it gets the request. We are separating the path and the user, and on the basis of that we are getting the data using the category map and the category, and we are also seeing that user if user is logged in or not, and similarly the buttons are passed which will display the option for the front end. Okay, so this concludes the P0 and P1 requirements of the project. The project can be improved by adding a feature that can provide the dynamic questions, and the code can be found on our GitHub link, and you can contact us by our email ID you will find on the GitHub page. Thank you.